Hey y'all, so we're still in the midst of canning season, and I'm really excited this year because this is like the first season I've actually had a very large success with canning foods up. So mostly just fruits and preserves and jams and jellies thus far, but I'm going to show y'all my new favorite way to can in the Instant Pot. So this is not pressure canning because the Instant Pot is a pressure cooker, but we are not going to be pressure canning in this video. The Instant Pot is not certified to pressure can goods. It's only able to basically make a water bath, but it's so much easier to make a water bath in the Instant Pot than on the stovetop, which is why I personally love it. The only downfall to it is you can't jar up a bunch of food at one time. You'll have to do several batches, but me personally, I'm still pretty new at canning. I still consider myself a beginner at this, so I am not canning tons and tons of foods at this time. Eventually I hope to be at that stage, but we're not there yet. So for now, the Instant Pot has become my best friend at canning if I'm wanting to do like a small batch of something. I just canned up a batch of fig preserves in the Instant Pot, and I'm going to walk you through the entire process. I actually shared a recipe for canning fig preserves 2 summers ago. I've tweaked the recipe just a little bit, so I'll kind of just quickly walk y'all through what I do. Basically just cut the tops off of the figs, put them in a big bowl, layer 2 cups of figs to 1 cup of sugar, and I just keep layering it until I get to the top of the bowl. Let it soak overnight and then dump it all into a big stock pot and let it simmer down for a couple hours till all of the juices are running and you get that really thick preserve filling that we all love. And then that is the process where I'm going to take you from there on how I actually can and preserve the fig preserves in the Instant Pot. So this is the 4 that I just canned up today. I'm going to walk you through the entire process on how to do that in the Instant Pot. 4 is about the limit you can do in pint size, and unfortunately quart size jars will not fit in my Instant Pot. If you have a larger Instant Pot, it might. I have this 6 quart Instant Pot, so if you have the 8 quart, or I think there may be one even bigger than that, you might be able to fit quart jars. But for me, I mostly can in pint size jars anyway, so this is perfect for me. And 1 gallon of fig preserves when I make them is about 4 pints, so it's really just the perfect quantity to make 1 batch of fig preserves. And I usually only make 1 batch at a time. Like I said, I'm not a professional huge oversized canner yet. Hopefully we will be one day, but we are working towards that. So again, if you're kind of a newbie at canning like myself, this may be a really easy shortcut for you to take, other than setting up a water bath, making sure it comes to a good rolling boil. Again, we are not pressure canning. This is not a way to can meats. You must have a true pressure canner to can certain foods, so this is not pressure canning. This is simply a way to do a water steam bath in the Instant Pot. My figs are almost done, which means I'm going to go ahead and prep my jars. I'm going to use the Instant Pot for all of this. This is what's so convenient about this. I'm going to go ahead and prep 4 pint-sized jars in my Instant Pot using the sterilize function. I'm not going to sterilize the rings and the lids. I'm just going to wash them in warm soapy water. Make sure you use the little trivet that comes with the Instant Pot so that your jars are not sitting on the hot bottom of your Instant Pot. Now the Instant Pot will hold 4 pint-sized jars. Sterilize for 1 minute. If your food had not quite been ready to can and jar up, you would want to leave the jars in the Instant Pot so they would stay nice and hot. So you don't want to risk any extreme temperature changes on glass, or you could risk breaking your jars. Go ahead and get this ready for the next step. So I'm going to need 3.5 cups of water for the actual canning process. To fill your hot fig preserves, in our case, or whatever you're canning, into the hot jars, always remember to leave a 1/2 inch headspace at the top. And wipe your rims. That is one of the biggest mistakes I made canning the last couple years, is forgetting to wipe my rims. And I don't know why, just a simple thing like that I was forgetting, and I was getting unsealed jars almost every time. Lids are on, the rings are finger tight. Then I'm gonna post these in. Turn it on the steam function. Now the important step here is to make sure your steam valve is opened, because the whole point of this process is you're going to be watching for that steam to be a consistent, steady release. Once it is at a consistent, steady release coming out of the back of your Instant Pot is when you will start your timer for the processing. Now the fig preserves that I need to process for 10 minutes in a water bath, so follow whatever recipe you are using for the length of time. So once I see steam coming out of the steam valve consistently, I'll start a timer for 10 minutes, which is the allocated amount for my recipe that I'm canning today, and that will be the 10-minute time in the water bath in the Instant Pot cooker. Check if your jars have popped. You can always use the push test where you push down on the jar, or you can also use the lift test where you actually lift the jar from the lid without the ring and make sure it is sealed tight. So that is how you process canning goods in an Instant Pot. It is my new favorite way for small batches of canned goods. When I was looking for a tutorial for this, I did not find many tutorials, which is why I wanted to go ahead and make this video for you guys, and hope that this is helpful to you. It was so helpful to me. It's made canning so much less stressful. If you've been around, I've talked a lot about my canning failures. This is my first true successful year, and I'm very glad I introduced the Instant Pot to my canning process. So let me know if you try this out and how it goes, if you like canning with the Instant Pot, or if you prefer the old-fashioned way in just a large stock pot of rolling boiling water. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It just helps for other people to see my videos like this and to help my channel grow, and it's completely free to you guys. So thank you all so much for watching today, and I will see you in a future video. Happy canning season, friends.